So how do you like my little talk this evening?
Timely.
Was it creative enough for you? At this time, I would like to open the floor to any questions you might have. How may I serve you, my dear friends?
I have a question about the ascension process. I have very few attachments left, except for grown children and a couple of grandchildren. Is there a way of practicing to let that go? The attachments, so when the time comes, it doesn't come back?
In your meditations, perhaps you could spend a few moments visualizing those beings that you still feel an attachment for, and picture or visualize yourself sending love and light to surround them, to fill them. Visualize them as independent, divine creators of their own experience, rather than as victims of energies beyond their control. View them as blossoming masters who have given themselves a certain course of development, just as you have given yourself one. And call upon Archangel Michael and ask that he, with his sword of blue flame, sever your psychic and emotional attachments to these beings, knowing that in doing so you are serving them. In doing so you are allowing that you can express even more love than you have in the past. For where there is attachment, it resists, it restricts the flow of love, you see. Unconditional love requires unattachment. So when you have finally fully let go of someone, you can fully love them. It is a very clean way of experiencing love, not that which you are accustomed to in the third dimension. Ask for assistance with this. The assistance will be yours. And don't judge or criticize. If you feel yourself attached, you are all attached to everything around you all of the time. None of you are so detached that you are completely free of your limitations. It is a matter of degree, it is a matter of intention and willingness to change and grow, rather than to hold on and cling to that which is behind you. So it is more your attitude of longing to go beyond than your actual perfection of the letting go of all. That will only come in those last moments. So don't judge yourselves either. Love yourself and enjoy. You can even enjoy your attachments if you wish. No skin off my back, as they say.
Sananda, this last week I had an experience that's similar to other times I've had an experience. And what it is, it's like I'm going along, like now I feel beautiful, I feel radiant, I feel sweet. And then sometimes it's just like I feel like I have a core of poison, of, I guess, toxic shame, like Bradshaw talks about, whatever word there is for it. I know it's a misunderstanding. And I mean, I know that in my mind, and sometimes I even feel it so fully in my heart. But at the times that it comes forward, it's almost like a snake that snaps out to kill. I mean, it just feels terrible. I don't know what to do about it. I feel very sorry about it. I want to be forgiven. And I really want to be free of it.
First of all, you are laboring under a few misconceptions here. You are already forgiven. It is you who are not forgiving yourself. You will continue to have this aversion to these aspects of your being until you can completely love yourself, surround them with love also that they might be healed. You are the one that can heal this by your attitude, not by your resistance to this, not by your judging or criticizing it, saying, oh, this is poison, this is terrible, and I am a terrible person for creating this or that experience. Each of you have many lifetimes and have absorbed many false beliefs, many dense energies. All of this is coming to the surface to be cleared now. If you continue to resist it or have an aversion to facing it, touching it, loving it, it will continue to haunt you like a specter from the past. If you can simply open your heart and say, oh, this aspect of myself is here again, I will try my best to love it unconditionally, perhaps that will be the healing that it needs. Also, I would suggest, as a precautionary measure, my dear, to simply ask that if there are any beings that surround you in these moments, astral beings, invisible beings, whatever you wish to say, that are not of the light, that you call upon Archangel Michael to bind them and take them to their proper places. It is possible that other beings, boogies as you might wish to call them, stimulate these responses within you. It is also possible that when you are having this response and generating this energy from within, you would attract those beings. So there is a twofold approach for you. The more you give yourself to spirit, meditation, spiritual growth, you will find these energies dissolving, transmuting into light. They must come through to be cleared, and you must accept them, take them into your heart, and then let them go. Also, you might wish to call upon Archangel Michael in company with Saint Germain, and ask them both to work upon you simultaneously. Saint Germain with the violet ray, the transmuting fire, and Archangel Michael to bind any other invisible beings. Bottom line is loving yourself.
And a concern with that as well is that it's almost like this just comes up spontaneously, and there it is, like a monster or something. And people are around me, so sometimes it seems like I lash out at them.
More for you to love, more for you not to criticize. You can always apologize. Afterwards, self-mastery entails your experiencing these energies without consciously attempting to aim them at anyone else, to harm anyone. It is just a phenomenon of life, and it is a passing one. Focus on that which is positive, and it will diminish.
Sananda, I am pretty much overwhelmed at speaking to you in this way. Trying to go beyond my shaking body. And,
shaking is good for you. It kicks out the jam.
I know that at home and in my own life, I can channel you into my life and other entities on the other side. And the feeling I get is one of softness and gentleness. And I have another being who visits me, and a lot I do not know about him, but he has told me that he may call him George. And when he pops in, his energy is very strong, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to be uncomfortable. He's not to hurt me, I know that. But I wonder if when I bring, like, you into my life, I'm bringing a part of you, but when he comes in with more of him. I don't understand why he makes me uncomfortable.
If he makes you uncomfortable, ask him to leave. You can dissolve your contract with this being if you wish.
I don't really want to do that. I don't know why.
Then you must accept him as he is. You see, there are many, many masters of many, many dimensions who can interact with a being of physical embodiment. And each being, just as each person, has a different personality or energy field. So my energy field might be very loving and from a very high level, and you indeed are experiencing a portion of it. No one on earth could handle the entire hit at once. It would be beyond instant ascension. It would be beyond atomic. So you are truly correct in saying you are perceiving a portion of myself. I will not judge or criticize in any way your interaction with this being. Only know that there are many, many beings who would open themselves to interact with you, and it is your path of self-mastery to pick and choose those you wish in your life and those you do not wish. If you are benefiting from this interaction in positive ways, continue. If not, by all means, end the relationship.
Okay, just find another that's more in a positive vibration with myself. Is that right?
There are many, many who would be happy to interact with you. Call upon only those beings who are ascended of the fifth dimensional manifestation or higher. And you will, over time, receive quite a beautiful training from many teachers. So you must create perhaps a little bit of a vacuum in your space, in your aura, in your energy field for new masters to come through. You can create the vacuum by asking this one, thanking him for the time he has spent with you, and severing the relationship. It is in your own time, whatever you wish to do. Know that you create every experience that you have for your own growth, that you are not being victimized, none of you, by external stimulations or internal affairs. You have created it all. You have allowed it all to teach yourself that which you want to learn. So George is one of your teachers, and you can be one of his teachers. Teach him with your own empowerment. Greatest teacher. Greater yet than your success. Yes, there has been a great deal of clearing energy for several months. It is not necessary that you experience it as a difficulty, though if you are in need of strong clearings, you might. It is your perspective around this. It is your level of attachment to your ego or to your old patterns, to judgments and value judgments that human beings make about themselves. Oh, this emotion is bad and this emotion is good. I'm always going to have the good emotion. Emotion is emotion. It is to teach you. It is that which is coming through to be released. So, intense experiences of release may not feel pleasant, but they usually result in intense feelings of joy and freedom after you have released those dense energies. So you need not pull that same old belief pattern back into your heart. Once you have released something, perhaps view it as it is gone now, gone forever. All I can tell you is it can be a bumpy ride. No one promised you it was going to be easy. If it was easy, you wouldn't have chosen it, for you are an adventurous spirit. All of you are very adventurous. Look at where you are. You're riding the fault line. You weren't satisfied to be landed in Iowa. You wanted to be on the front burner for maximum growth. So accept this about yourself. If you want maximum growth, you must experience maximum velocity in your clearing. And the more you give yourself to spirit, the more you connect with spirit, the more you will learn how to release these energies gracefully, though there will almost always be times when it will not feel so graceful. Know that at those times when you do not feel our presence surrounding you, we are still there. In fact, we are there more strongly. If you do not feel your guidance, because you are clearing and going through emotional processes, do not allow it to take away from your trust. Do not allow it to throw you off your path. Know that we are there. Whatever you speak to us, whatever you express to us, we hear, and we will respond. It is important that you understand that you can ask for whatever it is you wish, and if it is highest wisdom, it will manifest for you, especially now. Now, after this 11:11 time, manifestation is going to be quite a bit more direct for you. Some of you have already experienced this. Simply by commanding that which you require in your life, that which you wish to feel, that which you wish to overcome, by commanding that this be so, you put the wheels in motion, dissolve the limitations and the blockages. So, it will not be long before you feel a great sense of peace and ease.
As a specific example of that I want to get out of debt in my life and move into more prosperity, actually in all areas of my life. So the specific way in which to command that is what? Like to go inside to get like a mantra and hopefully a prayer to use, or an I am statement?
Now is your chance to be a creative artist. You see, there is no correct way to do an affirmation for prosperity and an incorrect way. The correct way is to attach your consciousness to the desire within you, which empowers you and gives you the necessary gusto to empower the affirmation. So the feeling that you put into it is important. And if you come from a place of a strong feeling within yourself, you are automatically going to create the right affirmation or projection. It is beneficial to use the I am prefix. I am prosperity. And of course, it is necessary for you to detach from the desire, especially with regards to your third-dimensional lives. The more you are attached to something, the more difficult it is to either manifest it or release it from your experience. Rather be attached to spirit and cultivate within yourself the feeling of prosperity. Rather than saying, I want to be prosperous, say, I am prosperous. Pretend you don't have any debt. Pretend you have just received $60 million. How does it feel inside of your body? How does it feel? Cultivate that feeling. And out of that feeling you will create the manifestation. Ultimately, it is of little concern whether you ascend in debt or in the clear. There are some who have put forth the proposition that it is necessary to clear up all of your debts in order to ascend. Karmic debts, perhaps. Your worldly debts, you never know when that karma is cleared. So
if we don't automatically have a feeling that's empowering our I am statement, we can create the feeling.
yes, attune with yourself. Align with that part of yourself. You are feeling it now. Yes, I want to get out of debt. I want to be more prosperous. Explore that feeling within you and give it a little bit of a creative form, so to speak. And then express it, and this is very important, my dear, offer it up. Perhaps you could envision putting that affirmation in a helium balloon and letting it go up into the higher dimensions. And then simply practice your spiritual growth and your life and see in what way it returns to you, rather than being attached to having prosperity come to you in the form of money or something else. It is the feeling of prosperity that you want, not the money. You think the money will give you the feeling. You can create the feeling long before you can create the money. This is the same for all of your creations. Get to the essence of them. What is it you really want? I want a new car. You want a new car because you think if you are sitting in this car, you are going to feel something inside of yourself. Yes? What is that feeling? Why don't you affirm for the feeling and save yourself some money? I want a lover. I want a lover. Why do you want a lover? Because you want to feel loved. You want to feel an exchange of love in your life, coming to you, surrounding you, and going out from you to another. You want the feeling. You don't care about the person specifically. You can have the feeling without having a person. You are in relationship in each moment with your own higher self, with your Creator, and with many other masters and beings. You can have the experience of being in love with all of humanity and each individual human being, and save yourself some hassle. You see how powerful you are. It is important at this time, as you are becoming more empowered, to have clarity about what it is you wish to truly experience. Get to the essence, get to the feeling of that, and be specific about that feeling. Don't be vague and say, I want a relationship, I want a relationship. Perhaps a man with horns on his head will walk through your door and say, here I am, here's your relationship. Perhaps you needed to be more specific. I'd like a man without horns, please. Perhaps you just want to feel love. I am love. I am love. I am love. Try it, you'll like it. So, as ascended masters, you create out of the etheric substance all that you require. As ascended masters, you go to the essence. You are very efficient. You are to become more efficient, my dear ones. It is necessary for you to stop beating around the bush so much. Know that you are empowered at this time to create that which you want. If your creations that are coming to you are less than desirable, know that you have a bit of work to do with refining your projection. For that which you project will return to you, and very quickly. So if you act from a state of trust and project that the universe is providing for you everything that you need, every experience that you require, just as you need it, in the proper amount, and let this be the basis of your projection, the basis of your belief system about yourself and your life. That is what will manifest for you. If you maintain a belief in lack, you will express that through your emotional body and through your mental projections, and lack will look you in the face every chance it gets. You see, the nature of this creation is to teach and for you to learn from. It is not important to the creator whether you drive a Mercedes or a Ford. It is important to the creator that you learn to experience his grace, his magnificence, his generosity, and learn to use those spiritual principles that do apply on this world and in every other dimension of existence. So what you learn here you will take with you. In fact, it is time for graduation. Very vast universe we have here. We have touched about 0.000 times 1,000,000% of it this evening.
Sometimes there seems to be a paradox that we should just take what God, what Spirit is giving to us and have a sweet gratitude for that. And then on the other hand, there seems to be the creative aspect of like holding in mind and empowering to actually create something and make something happen. I guess it's that the whole thing of, is God really outside? And something else that's like showering something on us, or inside of us fully stepping out.
Is this a question or simply a statement? Your prayer has been heard, my dear. You know, both of these are true. You are to receive with gratitude all that you receive, with detachment, and also project that which you desire. Know that if you do not receive that which you are projecting for in exactly the same way you are projecting it, it is not highest wisdom for you to receive that. It would be detrimental. So ultimately you have a great deal of control, but there is some governing going on at higher dimensions to assist you. Ultimately you will not answer this question, but experience the answer to it energetically, not intellectually. The intellect breaks down at a certain point. I think we have reached that point this evening. So, my friends, let us simply sit and meditate for just a few moments. This is my favorite part of the evening. I would like to ask each of you to relax and breathe and feel my energies surrounding you, surrounding this room. Take a few deep breaths if you wish. Imagine, if you will, that you are surrounded by a beautiful, brilliant light. A very soft and gentle and loving light, like a cloud of light, a cloud of bliss. It surrounds this entire room.
Within this energy field, you can relax and open your heart and allow my energies to enter you and to purify, to clear away any unharmonious energies, and to vibrationally enhance the love and openness of your heart chakras. Just relax and feel. I would like to ask that you sit for just a few moments in this space of silence and just breathe and be with my energies. My dear ones, know that you are beloved. Know that you are receiving healing energies. That you are absorbing those quite beautifully. I would like to encourage each of you to open to meditation in your lives and also open to those moments of freedom of expression and creativity, spontaneity, and joy. You are beloved and cared for. You are nurtured. You are not alone. And you are victorious. There is no power that exists that can stand in the way of your victory, your ascension. Knowing this, enjoy your lives. Enjoy with humor the interplay of your higher dimensional self and your third dimensional self. And at all levels of your being, love yourselves. That is the test. Unconditional love for yourself. It opens the door to allow the transformation to occur. And relax. Relax in your lives. Enjoy yourselves. You have been through many transformations. You will receive the healing that you require as you require it, as you are this evening. Call upon me to assist you in your meditations, in your acts of creativity. Let's see if together we can't create a truly outrageous existence. You may remain in meditation if you wish. It is time for me to say good night. I love you all. Thank you. Good day.
Good night.